Welcome back to another Wheel of Time Wednesday. Today we are actually working on Logain Ablar. It's kind of hard not to spoil some things when talking about Logain. I'm gonna do my best. I really like the actor that they've chosen for him. I think he's doing a phenomenal job portraying this character in the way that the show wants to portray this character. If you've been watching the show or you're just kind of even aware of it, you've seen like the divorced dad era look they have him in, and it's great. Like the robe, which is basically a bathrobe, the flippy hair, love it. I didn't have a perfect hair for him. This was the closest I could get because for me it was more important to have it kind of flipped over a little bit. But it's not quite wavy enough. I accept it. The only thing I really couldn't get on him were his eyes, because like they were just very, I don't even know how to explain this man's eyes. Like they're really cool, but they're like droopy down but not, but then like the middle part goes way down and then they're kind of hooded but not. I can't explain it. Also, I struggled with his nose. That was more of a slider issue. The one slider that I kind of needed to make it look all right head on made his profile look just so weird, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it look weird from the profile, so I just kind of accepted that. The nose was the hardest part. But yeah, I just have to say I'm really enjoying it. I know some people were upset, especially book readers that are angry about any teeny tiny little change that happens. They were absolutely furious, but like, that's the thing, it's like adaptations are gonna change things, especially when you have a 15-book series and Amazon is cheaping out on your episodes. Like this, gone are the days when we get TV shows that give us 24 episodes and one of them is about the group going to get ice cream. Like, we just don't get that kind of character development. We don't get that kind of story. We aren't really allowed to get invested in these characters. They don't get to breathe. And there's people that are angry about that, understandably. Like, if it was up to us, every chapter would be an episode kind of thing. Like, that's just, as a super fan of Wheel of Time, absolutely would love that to happen. Realistically, that's never gonna happen unless a trillionaire is like, listen, this is all I care about. You can have all of my money. So like, I guess I understand why people get mad, but for me, as long as it still feels like Wheel of Time, and I kind of like the newness. I like the new things that they do because I'm like, it's my friends. It's my friends from years ago when I first started reading it, and they're doing new things that feel like things they would do, but were not necessarily things that they did. And I'm fine with it. I'm cool. Keep at it. And the costuming alone, like, is glorious. It's so beautiful. And the way that they do lighting, someone did a big thing on it. They wrote it out on Tumblr, and they're right. Like, all these other shows, like frickin' House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, are just like, light? What is that? We're gonna film this entire thing in the dark because quote-unquote realism, and you're just gonna have to guess what's happening. Whereas Wheel of Time is really beautifully lit, even in the darker parts. Like, it's beautifully lit. It does a really good job, and there's color. Like, that's the thing that I've been missing from fantasy series in general, is color. Like, I'm so sick of the drab peasantry and brown. Like, no, they had access to dyes. They had access to natural dyes via flowers and plants and fruits and vegetables and all kinds of stuff. Like, they could make dye, and people are people. No one wants to be boring. Everyone's like, you know what? I want a red skirt. I'm gonna go get some beets and maybe you get a red skirt. I don't know much about natural dyes. Please don't come for me, but you know what I'm saying. And the costuming is so beautiful. Like, especially the Forsaken, like, I'm sorry, I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but spoiler if it is, I'm sorry. Their costuming is phenomenal. The tailoring. Ugh. I'm obsessed. Like, they deserve all of the awards, and if they don't get awards, I cannot be held responsible. Like, it's just so beautiful and intricate and interesting. I got really obsessed with it the first season, and they've just continued to make really cool decisions about the costuming. like with the first take, and instead of putting a collar in, they put darts in such a way that it looks like there's a collar on the shirt, but it's not. It's darts. And instead of a tie, he's got like a pin, and then again, it's like darts to make it look like the shirt has a tie, but it doesn't have a tie. It's a fake tie. It's a made-up tie. This is what fashion should be now. Like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna stop now because like I can feel the hand movements, and I know that I need to calm down. So you can see me messing with his nose and his chin a little bit. His mouth got a little, I'm gonna go with froggy. I don't know how I accidentally did that, but I'd kind of just accepted it. And he did have some freckles. They were mostly on one side of his face. I didn't have something right for that. So just, again, when it comes to freckles and moles, I just pick something that's kind of close to what the actor has and go with that. I thought about putting a nose mask on to kind of help with the nose, but I just didn't have one, I think. Or no, I did. No, I didn't. I didn't have one that really suited him. I'm mad about the nose now, but like, you gotta make sacrifices. The outfit that I put him in also is not perfect, but it's the closest thing that I had to what he's wearing in season 2. This is really a season 2 look. I can't wait to see what they do with him too, because he's doing such a good job. Like, everyone in this show is doing so amazing. I'm so proud of them. I want to hug all of them. It would be weird, but like I would, and I'm not a hugger, but I would hug them. So yeah, that's basically Logain Ablar. I'm sorry to go on a fashion rant, but maybe it'll make you interested in the show. I don't know. So if you like this video, please give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.